Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. In this video, I'm going to be going over if I were to literally just take your video business step by step, how I would scale it to 30 to 50K per month. And here's the key, without the burnout, because there's a huge difference. So today I'm revealing the exact system that I used to generate over $2 million online, which is the exact same system that has helped over 500 plus video business owners collectively generate over $10 million in deals for their own businesses. No fluff, no theory, just the proven playbook for turning your video business into a predictable revenue generating machine in 2026 and beyond. So let's jump right in. And I want to address the elephant in the room. Why should you listen to me? You see all the gurus, you see all the ads. It seems like everybody has become an expert nowadays. Why should you listen to me? I get it. I'm just as annoyed with it as you are. Let's start with my personal track record. Like I said, I've generated over $2 million online using these exact same systems. And then I've invested over $350,000 of my own money into paid ads. Not $3,500, not $35K, $350,000. So I know what I'm doing by now. And I've spent over $150,000, again, of my own money on my own coaching and mentorships to master these skills that I'm going to show you today. And then in terms of our client results, like I mentioned earlier, we've helped over 500 plus video business owners install these exact same systems. So it didn't just work for me. I took what has worked for me and we've also installed it for them. We've generated over $10 million in collective client revenue for our clients. And I almost didn't put this one in here, but I'm going to be petty. A lot of the gurus that you may be seeing right now, their ads, their content, their offers, their pitches have learned directly from me. I put them on. I taught them everything they know. I had to put that in there. It had to be said. I made over $2 million online, like I said, and I've spent well over $300,000 on paid ads, so I know this stuff works. And you may be thinking, well, like, dude, maybe you just got lucky. Maybe you had an unfair advantage. But when hundreds of business owners get results from the exact same system, that is not luck. That is a proven process. This is just a screenshot inside of our private mastermind community from a day of wins. This is a proven, repeatable process. The only variable is execution. So with that being said, I need to be completely upfront with you before we continue. If investing in your business, if investing like 5 to 25K to scale your creative agency that can generate $500,000 plus per year or more is not something that you're willing to take on, then this is not for you yet. Okay? I want to be really clear. There are levels to this game. And if you can't invest to grow, then I just can't help you scale yet. Go watch my free content on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. People use that all the time and they make money completely for free. If that's you, then I just really can't help you. And this video is not going to be geared towards you. And I get it. We all start somewhere. My first course that I ever joined was like $2,000 and I invested literally everything I had. I remember draining my bank account. At that point, you really just have to be kind of resourceful and just work really, really hard to hit like 8 to 10K per month, which is going to give you fuel, AKA money, to grow faster and go farther. Okay. So if you're just afraid of investing in your business, if you can't afford to invest in your business, this is not going to be the approach or the video for you. We use money in terms of fuel here to replace having to spend your time, which is the most valuable asset we have. We use money to scale instead of time, which we're going to get into a little bit more in a minute. But just to give you like context in completely different industries in terms of what it takes to truly scale a business, on average, if you wanted to start up a coffee shop, you're going to be investing 80 to 300K, and then you're not going to see a dime of return for at least 1 to 2 years to even just break even. Now, I was just talking to some of my good friends who are chiropractors. They invested 200K into getting their practice going, and they didn't pay themselves a dime until 8 months after opening. Invested 200 grand to not even pay themselves a dime for over 8 months. And then I've invested well over $150,000 in my own coaching and mentorship, which I've generated millions of dollars on the back of. Every real business owner knows this truth. It takes money to make money. Scared money doesn't make money. Any business you look up to or products you use, they've taken calculated risks and invested in themselves to get to where they are right now. Okay. So if you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're not able to invest in yourself, this just isn't going to be the video for you. This isn't going to be the strategy for you. So if that's you, go ahead. You can save yourself the time. Click away. If you want to still watch this, go ahead. But this approach just isn't really going to be for you. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, like I alluded to earlier, the way you scale fast, where did I put myself? I put myself here. The way you scale fast is with money, not time. If this is the one thing you take away from the video today, let it be this. You recognize that your time is actually the most valuable asset, so you use money to massively shortcut the path to getting the result you want. And you probably already know this. And if you do, this is for you. My student Jack, right here, he invested about 20 grand in himself last year, and now he makes that back every single month forever. So talk about an incredible investment. Is investing 20 grand a lot of money and scary and a risk? Yes, everything's risky. Absolutely. But that's how you get to where you want to go, and real business owners who successfully scale get that. This video is only for creative business owners who can invest at least 10 grand into their business to learn how to hit literally $500,000 a year or more. The strategies you're about to learn leverage your dollars to grow instead of your time. And if that concept is crazy to you, click away right now, because you're probably just going to waste your time here. So here's why you're stuck. The reason you're not at 30 to 50K per month yet isn't because of your skills or your lack of work ethic. I know you're driven. It's your client getting system. It's probably broken or it doesn't exist, because you're probably relying on these current methods: networking events, referrals, word of mouth, maybe a little bit of SEO. These might have gotten you to 10 to 15K per month already, which is great, but they're keeping you there. So the problem is that these methods are impossible to scale because they rely on luck, not repeatable systems. And systems are what are going to scale you. Luck doesn't. Okay. So the modern marketing landscape has really changed, guys, in the last couple of years even. I'm going to put myself up here. There is so much noise competing for all that precious attention. There's so much noise everywhere. Ads, organic. It's just insane, as you probably already know. Attention spans are short. Social media, TikTok, all that stuff. It's fundamentally changed how people consume content online. And then your clients are confused with AI now. They wonder, why can't I just use AI and like not spend as much? And why do I need to hire you? Why can't I just use AI? So they're confused. And then like all the cold DMs, it's gotten out of hand. Your prospects get bombarded daily by other agencies who leaves them really confused about like who to trust. Cold emails, DMs, like they're getting so many ads, they're getting so many DMs, they're getting so many pitches every single day. No wonder your sales calls are ending with, yeah, let us just think about it. And then they ghost you. No wonder your clients push back projects months and months and months and give you every excuse under the sun never to start. We are in a gigantic trust recession. But here's the great news. With the right playbook and system, it's actually also never been easier. I consistently get a 6 to 12x return on my ad spend and marketing efforts, meaning I can put $1 into this system and pump out 6 to 12 for my business, all without needing to do any cold outreach or attend like stale, gross networking events that nobody wants to be at. You have just been playing an outdated game in a modern market where attention has now become the number one asset. And there is a way out. Once this client getting system is set up and installed and running inside your business, you can also put $1 into it and pump out 12. I literally just did this. I spent $1,000 on one ad, which turned into a $12,000 paid in full client. I'm literally doing this as we currently freaking speak. And maybe actually more than likely, it's how you landed here. The same strategy. So here's what you actually need to scale to 30 to 50K plus per month. 4 simple steps. After working closely with over 500 video business owners like yourself, I'm confident that these are the only 4 systems you need to scale. Number 1, a simple, clear offer that gets your clients results. Number 2, a client getting system that generates attention on autopilot. Number 3, a conversion system that turns attention into paying clients. And then a world-class fulfillment system that turns clients into monthly retainers. So system number one, let's get into it. This is the meat and potatoes of the training today. The first system you need is a simple, clear offer that gets clients results. What you're probably selling right now, custom projects, line item pricing, deliverables, how many shoot days you're doing, number of edits, the gear you're shooting on. But what high revenue agencies sell are outcomes. They package video into a clear result with a clear timeline and clear next steps. So instead of, here's a video package, it's this much, it becomes, we help you consistently generate inbound leads using short form video. Okay? You sell outcomes because your clients don't wake up wanting videos. They don't. As much as you think they do, they don't. They want leads, sales, growth, and attention. And video just so happens to be the vehicle, the means of doing that. When your offer is built around what you do instead of what they get, it creates confusion. And when you confuse, you lose. When your offer is results driven, everything changes. Number one, pricing becomes so much easier. Number two, sales calls get better. You close way more deals. And then number three, there becomes a natural path to retainers, to having actual monthly recurring revenue inside your business so you can finally get off the revenue roller coaster. And we helped our student Tommy do exactly this. Now he gets messages from his clients telling him how his videos are doubling their business. That's where you need to be. If your offer can't be distilled down into a powerful sentence, shared seamlessly across your content, ads, DMs, sales calls, and effortlessly evolve into that retainer, then your agency's growth is going to hit an unbreakable ceiling, even with the best freaking content in the world. I don't care how good you are at producing videos. If you don't have this in place, you don't have an offer that creates results for your clients that you can articulate well to them, you're going to be stuck forever. Okay, so system number two, a client getting system that generates attention on autopilot. If you're relying on purely referrals, posting consistent content, or word of mouth, then you're paying with your time still, not your money. Organic attention is borrowed attention. If you ever stop posting, if you ever stop networking, or you stop following up manually, the leads dry up, as you probably already know. That's not a system. That is quite literally a hamster wheel. Paid attention, on the other hand, is owned. The businesses scaling to 30 to 50K per month aren't working harder for more attention. They're just buying it, which is so much more leverage, and that is a growth system. And no, I'm not talking about boosting random posts on Instagram or also running like complicated VSL funnels where you're lucky to get maybe a 2 to 3x ROAS. You're lucky to get that. I'm talking about a simple paid ads engine that does one job. It puts your offer that we talked about in the last system, your quality offer that gets results for clients in front of the right people every single day to generate a 5x or higher ROAS consistently. Here's what paid ads actually solve. They solve the biggest bottleneck in your business, which is inconsistent demand. Instead of wondering where your next clients are coming from, you're waking up to inbound conversations daily, already happening. You have the right message. Your offer is positioned clearly and compellingly. You're showing it to the right audience, to perfect fit, high-paying clients only at the right time when they're actively looking for solutions like yours. And when ads are set up correctly, attention becomes predictable, leads become consistent, and growth actually becomes controllable. You can just turn up the dial when you want more clients or turn it down when you're at capacity. And just to give you a fun, real-world example of this, I was just up on my local mountain snowboarding, and then when I got off the mountain, got in my car, checked Instagram afterwards, I had several hot leads asking for more information about my offer while I was snowboarding. Pretty hard to beat. So this is why paid ads are non-negotiable if you guys want to scale, okay? They completely remove all the luck from the equation, and they free you up from having to be a slave to posting content endlessly every single day. System number three, a conversion system that turns that attention that you generate through those paid ads into paying clients. This is where most agency owners get freaking stuck. Attention alone doesn't pay the bills. A lot of people, they love the attention. They get views. They feel good. They get comments. They get followers. But none of, even leads, by the way, but none of that means anything until it's converted into a paying client and cash in your bank, right? So here's what doesn't work. Chasing vanity metrics like views and followers, giving away so much value that you actually never book calls. That's a big problem too. Cold pitching in the DMs, winging your conversation with no strategy. Here's what does work. High-performing businesses have a repeatable conversion flow, a repeatable conversion system that qualifies the prospect, builds trust naturally, and leads into a booked call without any sales pressure. So here's what the flow looks like. A DM conversation is started. You ask qualifying questions, then you have them book in a call and fill out a strategically created form that qualifies them further. Then you send them to a pre-call landing page with a mini VSL video explaining your offer. They get nurture emails, and then your prospects show up to those calls pre-sold. And by the way, this is all automated. You're not having to do any of this manually once you have this system set up. So it's cool. Like you guys, trust me, I hate sales as much as you do. Sales did not come naturally to me as a creative, nor do they still. So what I had to do, what I was forced to do if I wanted to make money, was figure out a system where I could make selling irrelevant. And that's what this system does, this conversion system. It warms them up before they speak with you. And then by the time they are speaking with you, they're already pretty much pre-sold. They just have a couple simple questions. Okay. So system number 4 is world-class fulfillment that turns clients into ongoing retainers. This is where most video business owners completely sabotage themselves. They work super hard to land clients and then deliver great work actually. And the client's even happy, but then the project ends and they reset back to zero, back to chasing, back to feast or famine. That, my friend, is not a business. That's freelancing. The goal is not to have to keep selling new clients forever. The goal is to retain those clients, to keep those clients you already have with ongoing outcomes that you're generating for them and retainers locked in. So this is what that looks like. High revenue agencies, they don't rely off one-off projects. They build fulfillment around ongoing outcomes instead of, here's your video, good luck. It's, how's this content going to continuously be generating results from you each and every month? And that is done in 4 main ways. Where are we? There we go. Number 1, premium onboarding. First impressions matter a lot. People remember how you make them feel. So part of this world-class fulfillment system is having a premium onboarding system. Second, systems and organization, automated workflows, client portals, clear communication. All of that stuff is super important to retaining clients. Number 3, results tracking, showing the impact of the work that you're actually generating for your clients. And then continuous value adds. So you keep delivering outcomes month over month. That's how you get people to retain. That's how you get people to pay you continuously. You have to keep getting them results and giving them value. Otherwise, they're just going to cancel. They're just going to churn, which is what most agency owners do. When your fulfillment is structured correctly, you make a great first impression. Clients are happy because they hired you, and then they want to stay and continue to work with you. And then revenue becomes predictable, and then your business stops resetting to zero every single month. So if you're ready to scale, then you have 2 paths forward. Number 1 is you pay with your time. You continue to pay with your time. You figure this out on your own, which I know you can eventually, and you piece everything together using what you find online. GPT, YouTube, whatever, Instagram. But a lot of the times that's conflicting advice, and it actually leaves you even more confused, which can take years and tens of thousands of dollars in frustrating trial and error. And if you're still here watching, you've probably already been there. You probably already get this. Or path number 2, you pay with money. You pay with your dollars. You work with me and my team, and we'll install all of these exact systems into your business and turn your business into a predictable client-getting machine by installing our literal copy-paste systems. And real quick reminder, we have helped over 500 video businesses just like yourself. We've generated them over $10 million in collective revenue, and we can install this client-getting machine for you in 14 days or less if you're a great student and you take action. So if you are ready to stop guessing, then apply below. If you're ready to stop wasting time, then apply below. If you're ready to scale, then apply below. What we'll do is we'll audit your current client getting model, and we'll show you exactly what scaling looks like inside your business. If it's a fit, then great. We'll make an offer and we'll help you scale it. If not, then you leave with clarity instead of more confusion. So you're getting something either way. The worst thing that happens is we're just not the right fit for each other, and you leave with that much more clarity. The best thing that happens, your decision to apply right now, it becomes the first step towards finally scaling. Your business becomes unrecognizable in the next 3 to 6 months, and you're generating the lead flow that's been holding you back for years while you make the kind of money that you want doing what you love. You have it in you. You just need the right system and guidance. When you apply below, I'll send over even more information about our offer, like what's all included, a look behind the curtain at what is inside of our course vault, our systems, all that good stuff, all the AI tools that you get, and much more. So when you chat with us, that way you just have all the info needed to make the right decision for you. It's just going to be a genuine conversation about whether we're the right fit for each other or not. No pressure sales tactics, no hard selling. I despise all of that stuff. I literally just want to work with the right fits who we know we can help, who would also be a value add to our community of 6-figure video business owners. This was a mastermind that we hosted in Mexico last year. So we spend a lot of time together. We just want to work with cool people we like working with that we know we can help. So we're pretty selective about who we work with. Okay. So if all this sounds good, if you want to shortcut the learning curve and you want to scale fast, go ahead, apply now, and we'll talk very soon.